Welcome back, everybody. It is MLB The Show 25, new franchise, new game, and I'm so excited to be back. It has been exactly 2 months to the day since we ended the Rays franchise, and we will begin today with the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are in need of some help, despite their recent notoriety in some of their superstars. So today, we're going to do a brief overview of the roster, some of the guys that I want to highlight, and some things that we need to work on. First, you can see that the yearly goal is to finish over 500. For those not familiar, I will be managing all aspects of this series. Everything is going to be under my control, for better or for worse. We will begin with the regular season and not spring training. And so before we get into any games, today is not going to be the first game of the year, but I want to do, like I said, a roster overview, kind of a depth chart analysis in a way, just a broad strokes kind of a deal. And we're going to go position by position. So first we have Skeens. We know his quality. There's no need to expand on him. So we'll move down to Jared Jones, who is 23 and 80 overall right now with A potential. Extreme clutch. I think that Jones could be part of this organization for quite some time and look forward to seeing what he can contribute. There's a number of guys on this roster that I do think will be around for some time. We've got Mitch Keller, who's 28 right now, 79 overall, but can still hurl it with the best of them, I think. We should be able to get some time out of him. I'm hoping to have minimal changes to begin. I don't want to do a fire sale of any kind. But we've got some work to do on some of these guys. So as you go further down the MLB, starting pitchers, some of them start to age or they've reached their potential already. And then you've got guys like Bubba Chandler down in AAA, who's 22, a 68 overall already, and B potential. He looks to be middling in his attributes right now, but this could be somebody we keep an eye on in the future. Thomas Harrington could be another one at 23 and 65 overall with B potential, kind of in the same boat. Like to see where these guys go. Hunter Barco is another one, 24, 63 overall with B potential. Pittsburgh seems to have some starters in the pipeline. We'll move over into relief pitchers now, and we have one of them starting on the IL, our highest rated run in Moreta. And then we've got Dennis Santana, 75C, Colin Holderman, 73. He's 29. So it starts to get a little bit slimmer here in relief. There's not too many guys here that have some time to grow or a ceiling to grow into. So yeah, relief is going to be one of the focus points, I think. There's not much going on there. For closing pitchers, we've only got 3, and it's David Bednar at the MLB level. And he's a 74 overall, but at age 30, regression should be hitting him. He might be serviceable for a little bit, but I'm not sure how much longer he's going to go. It looks like, okay, so here's the issue now. From 21 to 23, he was phenomenal. Lights out with a near 2 ERA. Actually, 2 on the dot in 23, but then in 24, you can see it almost gets worse by a factor of 3. A 5.77 ERA. That's really, really tough to work with, so he might not be here. Moving into catchers, we've got Joey Bart holding down the plate at first. Well, first in the list, not at first base, but the guys behind him in the pipeline don't seem really impressive, I would say. So we'll move on to first baseman next, and we've got Spencer Horwitz, and we probably will keep him for some time. He's still 27, still got plenty of years of good baseball to get out of him, but lower down on the list, there's not really anyone there. Second baseman, kind of the same story. Nick Gonzalez looks pretty good for 25 years old. Jared Triolo can play a few positions under him. And then, yeah, there's not too much going on except Termar Johnson, who's 20 years old, 63 overall, and looks to have a pretty balanced attribute line. Most of these are going to be in the 40s to low 40s, but at 20, he's got plenty of room to grow. At third base, we've got Ke'Bryan Hayes, and I expect to have him for a long time. He's only 28, so I think he's still got years to go. He's got 73 overall right now and B potential. Not really anybody behind him, so we move to shortstop, and it's IKF. One of my favorite players on the Pirates, actually. 29 years old, though. Not sure how long we'll get out of him with 74 overall and a C potential. Piguero behind him, kind of the same deal, though he's younger. So I think we might need a little bit of help, but there's guys like Sung-Chae Chang, and he's a 23-year-old. We've got Connor Griffin and Wyatt Sanford, 18 and 19, and both of them at 59 with C potential. So they may duke it out and try to find a spot at short for themselves. In the left fields, there's Bryan Reynolds, a 30-year-old, 82 overall with B potential. And then Tommy Pham below him, not much there afterwards. But Bryan Reynolds at 30 could go for a while. Tommy Pham is probably going to have to go. At 37 years old, I'm not sure how much we'll get out of him. His attributes look pretty good. He can mash lefties, He's got vision, discipline, and clutch still. High durability, so I don't know. We'll see, but I doubt it. In center field, we've got O'Neal Cruz, one of the budding stars of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And at 26, he's going to be around for quite some time. Jack Sawinski behind him. We might need to find another spot for. Cruz is going to hold down center for a while. Jace Bowen could have a future, except, oh my gosh. No, look at the vision. This guy steps up to the plate and his eyes close. In right field, we've got Andrew McCutchen, one of the longest mainstays in the Pittsburgh organization still. Performing at a high level, or rather has the attributes of a high-level performer. He's 38 years old and down to a 72 overall. Regression will be hitting very badly here soon. I was going to say shortly. In 2024, he averaged 232 with a 328 OBP and a 411 for slug. That's actually better than the last 2 years. And then I want to talk about budget today as well, because some of these guys that I've been naming that I'm worried about over time, there's not really much actually on the budget for long contracts. I would say Bryan Reynolds at 30 years old on a 7-year contract. He only just started that, so year 1 of 7 at $13 million every year. I don't know that I like that, but we'll see how long he goes. We're just not sure how long he's going to last right now. His attributes look great, and at 30, I know we'll get some use out of him. And look at the last 4 years. He has been pretty consistent, batting well into the 200s. And then I worry because regression is so hard in this game. Keep Brian Hayes at 28. Won't have to worry about that, but he's on another longer contract. So that's the overview. It was fast and quick. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and got a view into my mindset on what we're looking for into the Pirates. And I can't wait to get into Game 1, and I have a surprise to reveal in the next video. Join me then. I'll catch you guys next time.